Hi folks, Chief Meteorologist James Zahara here. Been a quiet day across the area, lots of clouds, some breaks of sun, but overall it has been dry as we've been seeing those temperatures making the way around 60 or better, even around 70 that we're noticing right along Highway 34 from Burlington, Keokuk, even around Macomb. Some scattered light shower activity trying to pop up mainly north of the I-80 corridor, but looks like that cover is looking very far and few between as we head into the evening hours. Of course, this is all taking place along, mainly ahead of a warm front. This is going to be the focal point heading into tomorrow with the eventual stage of seeing some severe weather for us around here. And that will be the key. The question is where along this warm front across Iowa and Illinois will we see these discrete rotating supercell thunderstorms? That's going to be the biggest challenge. Interesting to note, north of that track, especially around the Dakotas, it's still going to be winter. Blizzard conditions expected for parts of the Dakotas, where they could be seeing upwards of 5 to 10 inches of snow, winds around 40, 50 miles an hour. Here's the severe weather threat that we have. No change since the past 24 hours. A level 4 out of 5. Still talking about most of the area. Expect to see numerous severe storms across the area, where one of the main threats that we have here, some strong tornadoes, EF2 or better. Kind of sounds familiar from last Friday. Yep, there's a good possibility within there of seeing a couple of those type of tornadoes. And the possibility of some golf ball size hail mainly west of the river as you go from west of Dubuque and the Muscatine and farther west as you go into Ottumwa as well as over in Des Moines. Damaging wind effect, yep, that's a possibility. Kind of focusing that as we get to maybe the early morning hours on Wednesday, and that's when we expect to see a cold front come on through. Put our future track into motion. Here's the first area of activity, some showers and storms. Non-severe, I think, with these from Peoria to LaSalle, Peru. Those will be pushing their way off to the south and east. And as we go through the rest of the night, just some very widely scattered showers, maybe a little rumble of thunder with these as they push off to the north and east before we kind of quiet things down briefly by tomorrow morning. By then, we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 40s for overnight lows. Now, watch what happens as we go through future track here. 10:30 in the morning, all pretty quiet, but around here, that's where the warm front's going to be. It's stretching its way in Illinois. Trust me, that's what we're looking at, but watch what happens. A good cell begins to pop up right along that warm front, okay, from Rockford down to Rochelle, heading to LaSalle, Peru, pushing its way off to the northeast. Then another wave comes in right behind it, and you can see for the time being, at least from our computer models, it's mainly along and east of the river, but you can see the curvature here, that bow echo. That's I'm concerned about, where one of these storms could actually produce a pretty strong tornado. Then as we get to about Tuesday evening, things quiet down. And it's going to stay that way until the cold front comes in during the early morning hours on Wednesday. This is 4 a.m. I do expect to see some showers and thunderstorms, but I think a lot of the storm's energy is going to be kind of limited. So I think as far as severe weather with that, it looks very isolated and a lot farther south. And then things quiet down as we head towards sunrise on Wednesday. So remember, it's time to plan and prepare, not just for tonight, but especially going into tomorrow. The key one here is know your family communication plan, okay? As long as you know your plan, you're prepared for the event.